Hello, welcome back. Did some spells. Pack of Wolves, Infernal Brooding, Arrow, Hit, Twist Fate, Spectral Infantry, Dark Knowledge, Found Nothing, more Wolves. Fight Me Macheka, you coward, is the new Prophet of Dude Wiper 1000. Caught quite a lot of blood slaves, 31 in Uni, pretty nice. Tried to assassinate some people. First thing we tried to assassinate was Saramatia's god, Partholonian sorceress. Susceptible to fire 5. Pretty nice. We cannot hit her because of, I guess, mirror image and all that stuff. So it's pretty difficult, but then we explode and kill it. So that's the end of Sarah's god. The thing is immortal though, so it will come back in 3 months. But I think it arrives outside the fort, so it should just crash into our dudes and die, I think. Which is pretty funny. Next up, we also tried to assassinate an Inari. That went a lot easier as well. Didn't even die. So we killed 2 things. We also put Pantocrator's Legacy under siege, which is quite nice. And then we had another battle at the fortress in Sarrow. Unfortunately, I have been outplayed. Because Sarrow has just summoned a bunch of junk, so we have no hope of mind blasting the mages. Because there's about 100 wolves here. There's also a bunch of foul spawn. Lots of things with mines. Lots and lots of things with mines. So yeah, we're not gonna just kill any mages in this battle, unfortunately. Mine blasts are just hitting foul spawn and such. Not great. Also, our mages start dying because units get on them. One of the downsides of advancing cast spells. So that was bad. Just lost some mages. The Hoberg Priest actually survived, which is quite funny. Lost all of our good hellspawn as well. Yeah, that was just not good, unfortunately. So at least the assassins killed some stuff. That's all there is to really say about that one. Events then. Solium, we got 4 water gems. Sarrow, we got 278 gold, that's quite nice. Patrol that scout. And yeah, Sarrow's still open, there's still loads of stuff sieging it. And we also bought these mercenaries over here, who are pretty good. A bunch of hoplites. So that's quite nice. Right, we can also see it looks like people are moving in on Sarrow as well. I guess they've realized he's out. So Femoria has, I guess, sailed here. And we'll probably be getting this fort. A Gotham, they might bump into a Gotha, which is quite funny. Unless a Gotha goes for this. Looks like a Gotha probably wanted to get this as well. Although this is a water connection, I don't know. These guys probably have water movement though, right? But we're sieging Pantocrator's Legacy, we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to storm this anymore. Clearly it's not going to work. Even with the flying stuff that's here. So I'm putting up temples. I'm putting up a temple in Ionia. Putting up a temple in Jewel Woods as well. So we'll put temples either side. Dominion is slowly pushing in. We can start blood sacking like adjacent to his cap though. His god is now dead. There'll still be his prophet spreading Dominion. But I think I'm going to move off the fort. I'm going to try and take this one instead. Burn down this temple. And we'll just try and blood sack Sarah to death. I think that's probably safer. So up here, red arrows are just shoving stuff up here to just sit on forts. But these are the guys we summoned this time with Infernal Breeding. So these guys are also pretty good. I mean, they've got 15 encumbrance, but yeah, these have a length 5 AoE 1 fire attack, and they're flying. Unfortunately, they can't be scripted, so I can't explicitly say attack rear, but I mean, they'd be pretty good as well. Also got some imps and some devils. So we're shoving those guys up. Heading to Solium, we also have a bunch of Smolder Ghosts and Whites and Misbred guys. Xanthrast, we also have another H2 mage moving over. So we're just shoving stuff up. I'm doing Infernal Breathing with my god and with Malphus this turn. We'll ram stuff up here, we'll just take this fort instead, and then we'll just try and dom kill Sarah, I think. That's the plan right now. So that's all that's really happening this turn. Putting up 2 temples is all my gold. So I'm not really recruiting anything. But the one other thing I'm nervous about is Makoni, because Makoni has a bunch of units here. And here as well. And there's no reason for them to, right? Even got a bunch of militias in Zemik. So we have lots of stuff on our border over here as well. I'm patrolling Hagoria with salamanders, a couple of Abyssians, a couple of Smolder Ghosts. I don't know if these things can go on land, but let's just assume they can. So I'm patrolling Hagoria, which has 15 defense. And all the stuff that was in Peskin to look intimidating is moving to Uni as well, in case this comes on land. So we got about 30 salamanders, about 20 infantry, some airlies, some flare spammers, a little bit of summon imp spam. These guys are standing kind of near a commander who has slaves. Just in case, you know, just in case. And other than that, nothing else happening this turn. Still doing the same forging. Research is almost nothing. Just need to get this wrapped up. Lots of people are preaching. Everyone on the fort is preaching. I'll start preaching out of these temples. And we are still bloodsacking in Solium with my Prophet, and in Xanthras we've got an H1 bloodsacking, which is something. And that, unfortunately, is it for the turn. So, didn't go well. But that was turn 34. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We did not get attacked by Makoni, which is nice. We revived a Bane, did Infernal Breeding twice, found nothing with Dark Knowledge, summoned some Wolves, summoned some Smolder Ghosts, caught a few Blood Slaves, tried to assassinate a Priestess. Warrior Sorceress, that's right. That's the name I was thinking of. This one's more interesting. Big Leeching Touch. You are both poisoned. Abysia has routed. Technically, I mean, it says we routed in the top left. I don't know. Doesn't feel like we've routed. Alright. Big win for Furtive Glances over Zoom. Excellent. So, another mage dead. These guys aren't Skelly spammers though, are they? Oh, I guess they could do like the little skeleton summoning if they're deaf. Events. We got nice events as well. We got a bunch of skeletons in Dampdale. And in Griffa we got 1,320 gold, a couple of gems, and a robe of invulnerability. Not the most useful robe, but I've slapped that on a big mage. Events. The sun seems to have grown larger, and the climate unnaturally warm. We got some unrest, but that's quite nice. The world's heating up. Yeah. Bit too real. Caught a bunch of stuff as well. We have discovered so many werewolves. Here's some werewolves getting caught by the PD in a fort. Here are more werewolves being caught by the patrols we had in the blood hunting province, so that killed 23 of our wolves, unfortunately. We just have werewolves everywhere, and also a Fomorian Scout. It's a very... I don't know why this game was full of wolf events, but it's a bit odd. Sarah's still open, and there we go. Alright, there's less stuff on our borders now. Garth is not really on our border. Makoni, I mean, they have stuff in their fort, but that's okay. Rostel isn't on our border. So that's nice. Feels a bit safer over here now. Up here we did some more Infernal Breeding. We got a bunch more of the flying guys with the Fire Flare. So that's cool. And we also got a couple of the big dudes as well with the Fire Flare. So also cool. So all this stuff is moving up. And we had a ton of gold this turn, so I'm slapping down more temples. We've now got a temple in Ionia, a temple in Dural Woods. I'm going to put one down in Old Forest. Might start bloodsacking here as well if we can get slaves over here easily. So I'm just going to try and put a temple in like every single province. And then starting next turn, I'll start moving stuff onto Pantocrators as well. I'm going to attack Mire of Mystery with Mercs. Let's see if they can take that. And there's just a load of stuff sitting on Sarrow still. So lots of mages now. We've got H1, H1, H1. We've got H1, 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 H2, H3, H3. So lots of guys there on the fortress. Plus lots of flying units. Quite a few salamanders. Got some smaller ghosts and wights and stuff. It's a pretty big force sat on Sarrow now. So we'll split it up a bit and have some guys try and take Pantocrator's Legacy. Let's see if we can grab that. And just keep slapping temples down. We got 2 assassins, moving another 2 assassins over. We'll keep trying to assassinate stuff. And Sarrow is currently 5 dark candles. We also have some H3s preaching now. There's an H3 preaching directly on Sarrow. So let's see if we can drop the dark candles in Sarrow's cap this turn. And that'll let us know how viable this is as a strategy. Yeah. I mean, other than that, our game is just kind of stalled until we can finish off Sarrow, because I have to keep constantly doing more infernal breeding here, which I am now doing. But it would be nice if I was forging more contracts instead. Here's the skeletons we just got from the event. So these guys can also go help siege Pantocrator's Legacy, and then they can do some patrolling for us, which is really nice. So for now, they're just probably script these guys, even though they're not in combat just yet. They're going to move to Ionia, and then they'll move over to Pantos after that. It's a bit awkward for them to get around here. And yeah, still just moving stuff over. Not much change there. Down here, we almost have wolves where we need them. We lost a bunch of wolves in Dragon Ridge this turn. So what's left is going to move to Griffa. New wolves are going to move from Hogoria to Dragon Ridge. So we'll have patrollers in all of these provinces then. We just need to bulk up the number of wolves here. Especially since this is going to be a 3 Blood Hunter province. It's pretty big. But we've almost got all the Blood Hunters around here. We still have them in Greendale. I think Xanthrast is a good place to Blood Hunt as well. It's not an amazing fort. It's 5k pop. There's a lab already here. There's also a damn merchant, so it seems thematic. So we'll start moving Blood Hunters into Xanthrast next, I think. And still just doing the usual summons. We have the Bane here now who's patrolling. I didn't realize these guys, they're the type of undead that can't go underwater, so we can't actually take water provinces with these guys. I guess it makes sense since they're on fire. The Bane could lead some wights or some skeletons or whatever underwater later on. For now, he's just patrolling Hogoria. Yeah, still doing wolves. Would be nice to start finding some nature sites though. We're going to run out of nature gems this turn, fortunately. Haven't really had any luck finding nature sites though. We'll get one more nature gem if we take Sarah's cap eventually, but is it 1? Yeah. But all of that stuff is still basically the same as well. Forging is basically the same. And not much else to say, unfortunately. The other thing I was able to do, I'm putting a temple in Old Forest, but I'm also doing quite a bit of recruitment as well. So Solian's getting a slow to recruit mage. Xanthrast's getting a slow to recruit mage. Beat up another Lore Master in the Throne of Knowledge as well. See if we get any new paths, that might be cool. And yeah, let's just see if we can don't kill Sarrow or not. That's the next plan. Otherwise though, that is the turn. So that was turn 35, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Did the usual summons. Dark Knowledge found the Silver Sarcophagus in Uni. So we got attacked by a mummy this turn as well. Dire Portent, Niflheim put up Mother Oak. So, good for them. Uber has a new prophet. Caught a bunch of blood saves. 2 assassinations, not very successful this turn. Witch King we just can't kill. This is just a normal Witch King. He's twice spawned as well, so even if we did kill him, wouldn't really amount to much. And we killed another warrior sorceress, but also died doing so. So looks like the assassins are sort of running out of steam at this point. Battle in the Mire Mystery. Our mercenaries just moving through there, no problems. Events. The silver sarcophagus was opened in Uni. 11 earth gems in Hoguria, some golden golem fens, gems in Iron Range, nature gems in Comsath. Nice time for gens. So here's the mummy. The mummy is fire vulnerable and carrying a cornucopia. This is the blood hunting province where we have our actual troops patrolling. I think I did move everybody away from the heat auras as well, so that's good. But this guy just, I mean, he just dies. He's fire vulnerable and there's lots of heavy cav, so that's the end of him. And we did get to keep his cornucopia as well, which is quite nice. So there we go. Sarah's still open, Panther is still unharmed. Yeah. So Silver Sarcophagus is a Death Gem and a Pearl. Can't remember what else it does. I think you need to move a Necromancer here or something, I'm not sure. We could replace one of our Warlock Blood Hunters with a Circle Master Blood Hunter. That would trigger death stuff, I suppose. I can't remember. I guess maybe I'll look up in the inspector what that site does. Or maybe it's just this. Maybe it's just a one-time thing. You just get attacked and then that's that. I'll check, because I don't remember. Anyway, this turn, we have not budged any of the candles in Sarah's cap, which is not good news. We now have 2 H3s preaching here, and 1 H2 and a bunch of H1s. So I'll keep trying. It does look like the rest of his dominion's getting squashed, though. This is 1 dot candle, 2, 2. We've got temple here, temple here, temple here now, with H1 preachers. I'm going to get another temple in Golem Fens, and I'm moving priests to Resting Heights and Mire of Mystery. So we'll put temples in every province. I'm moving my prophet to Old Forest. So he's going to bloodsack from here. So he'll be bloodsacking adjacent to Sarah's cap in addition to the temples. And then we just need to burn down this temple here and put another temple and probably another bloodsacker here as well. We'll just surround Sarah's cap with bloodsacking temples until he dies. Because I don't think I can storm into this ever unless I research I don't know, Firestorm or something. But we'll see. We do have a lot more banishers now, I suppose, which is something. I'm starting to worry that he's going to break siege and win as well, is the other thing. But this is what we have here now. There's a lot of high quality stuff, I suppose. Some salamanders, there's a line of misbred dudes, some infantry, flying stuff, and yeah, lots of banishers at least. But I don't know. Tricky. We're just kind of stuck here, unfortunately. But let's see if we can burn down this temple and stuff. I'm moving the mercs onto it this turn, and then the skeletons are coming, and should be open in like maybe 3 or 4 turns. I don't know, maybe I should move some other stuff over. Just a bit nervous. We've got new summons moving over to Sarah this turn. So maybe I'll take some of these guys over to this fort as well. And I'm doing another round of Infernal Breeding. I'll just make sure that we feel safe sitting on Sarah while we also siege this, but we'll try and get it done. Plus it's also possible there's a bunch of death mages in here as well, but I'm hoping that it isn't. I guess we'll see. But yeah, just temples, preaching, blood sacking. We'll slowly try and take that. I've got one more assassin coming. I don't know if this is still working out very well. It was nice to kill his god, I suppose. But maybe I should just start recruiting mages out of Abysia again and forget it. Other than that, not much else happening. I'm still just blood hunting the same provinces. We need a few more wolves here to punish the ones that died. Uncovering hidden units. And after that, the next province we'll blood hunt is Xanthrast. And that's it for this turn. We do still have the Lawmaster queued up, so we'll have that next turn, and 2 H2s next turn as well. So that's all at the moment. Research is 241. We're almost at Lightless Lantern territory, I suppose. But that is the turn, so not much happening at the moment. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.